Hello, everybody. This is Ian, CEO at We Offer Wellness, and I'm here today with Kitty. So, hello, Kitty.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Kitty, your accent, what is that?
Come again? Sorry, I didn't hear quite well.
Your accent?
Oh, yes, my accent. So, originally, I'm from Finland and I live in Spain now in Barcelona. I have been living here for 2 years now, and then before this, I lived in Malaga. So, Spain is another home to me.
Wonderful. Okay, I've never been to Barcelona. What's it like?
It's beautiful. So much culture, so much like all different types of arts, music, everything. I love living here. I have 3 kids, so this is the perfect environment for them, I think, to grow up. And the nature is amazing. It's so beautiful. I love going for hikes here. It's amazing. You should visit, I
Uh,
think.
So, this is telling us something about you, which is what these little mini interviews are about, to bring to life you, your personality. So it sounds like you're someone that appreciates the art, yeah. And when you say art, are we talking architecture or painting, or what does that mean to you?
Actually, everything. The architecture too is amazing here, and it's so exciting to walk the streets of Barcelona and look at the buildings. And anyone who has been here knows that it's spectacular. It's very different here. It's famous for the architecture, but also I'm very much into music. I'm also a musician, and so is my husband actually. So this is arts. I think everything is arts.
So it sounds like there's a lot of wonderful creativity there. So you mentioned music then and being a musician. What is it that you do? What is it that you play?
Yeah, um, mostly I sing, and I write my own songs. I have something on Spotify and YouTube, but yeah, there is always something like I feel some type of art coming out of me. I also paint, and then I do these sound healing sessions. So I'm a sound healer, and this is my latest type of. I kind of look at it as type of art, but also as a form of healing and healing treatment for people. But since I'm working with the Tibetan singing bowls and the gong and the shamanic drum, I I feel like it's kind of a combination of art and healing treatment. But this I only do live actually. So this I'm not at the moment offering online because I want to master the online version of it. I know people do that, but I want it to be as perfect as possible before I start offering this online.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But this gives us an idea and a sense of you see, and this is, we're trying to find you in this conversation. So let's take it back a little bit as well. Your journey with the wellness or the holistic world, the spiritual world, where does all this start to stir up with you? How long ago? Why?
Yeah. So where to start? Um, I've always been, well, as we all, a spiritual person. It has been very natural for me since I was a kid. I studied first to become a nurse. I'm a nurse. Then I made my bachelor's degree with social work. Then I studied to become a yoga teacher. After that, pregnancy yoga teacher, and then the sound healer certification. So for me, people's well-being as well as my own well-being, of course, has always been like the leading kind of force in what I do.
Look, wonderful. So you mentioned yoga.
Yes.
Okay. Um, how did you discover yoga? Did you know anybody that was doing it? Did you see a flyer, or how did that come into your life?
Yeah, I was 16 years old when I did my first Astanga yoga class, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And then it was just a hobby for me for 20 years or something. And then I decided to go through the um, yoga teacher training. And because motherhood and giving birth and being pregnant is a big part of my life, or has been. um, I wanted to study something to help women in that journey, to make it easier, maybe if they have some complications with the pregnancy or having hard times during postpartum. I decided to also do the prenatal yoga teacher training so that I could just make it easier for women, for us to understand what happens in the body, understand it more, how to um, and also like understand what happens to us spiritually when we're pregnant, when we give birth and breastfeed and all this. So yeah, that's why I decided to do the pregnancy yoga teacher training too. And this is something I am very like enthusiastic about. It's a big passion for me, the motherhood and womanhood and all this. So that, yeah.
No, that's wonderful and wonderfully put because it gives a real sense of your nature and what you would bring to people so that when people come into a platform like ours and they find you and they're at that place in their life where they're connecting with you, to have that experience, to go on that journey with you and the naturalness of it. You know, clearly something in you still has held on to the wonder and the beauty of natural things, you know, and wanting people to also be close to that because you see the benefits of it. So that's wonderfully put, you know. Kitty, do you have a wellness tip that you could share with people?
Oh, the wellness tip. Oh, I have so many. Mm, I think something easy and fast. Um, the first thing that comes to my mind are some type of breathing techniques. There are plenty. But for example, let's say, okay, if you're feeling some type of anxiety, I suggest you take 2 minutes for yourself, close your eyes, maybe if you can lie down, perfect, and put one hand on your heart area and another hand on your diaphragm area. Just close your eyes and start breathing a little bit slower, a little bit deeper, inhaling through your nose and then exhaling through your mouth, and just keep going as slow and deep as you possibly can, and start feeling the warmth of your hands, like going through your skin, and visualize it going to your heart and to your diaphragm, and just breathe. Only that. Maybe 2 minutes, and observe how it feels in your body, how it feels on your heart area, how it feels on your diaphragm. And if you want to go deeper, then take a couple of minutes more and think about this moment as something that, um, how to explain, like say in your mind or out loud with your words some sentences that you would say to a child or a loved one who is feeling anxiety. So, because sometimes we forget to love ourselves the way that we love the people that we love. And we have so many amazing things that we want to say, for example, to our kids when we want to comfort them. But we forgot that we can also say these things to ourselves. We can mother ourselves too. And just in your mind, like, everything's okay, you're safe. Whatever it is that you need to hear, or what you would like to say to your kid, or your friend, or your spouse, or anyone, say these things to yourself and give yourself the kind of compassion and love that you would give anyone else. So I think this is something we sometimes forget. I hope it's not too complicated and long tip, but just came out of my mind just like naturally. So I hope it's not too complicated.
It's absolutely fine. Kitty, thank you for doing this. Really nice. Nice to have this connection with you. People, please do come to We Offer Wellness. Come and find Kitty. The things that Kitty's talking about. I think having the experience of Kitty in her nature, her way, her approach will be just wonderful, magical, and very natural. And that really comes through, you know. So, um, very Mother Earthly. So very wonderful. So Kitty, thanks for doing this today, and we'll see you around soon. Yeah.
Thank you so much.